it? Do you have it? Do you have it? From Nickelodeon Studios in Orlando, Florida, welcome to Guts, the action sports show that's gonna make you sweat. And now today's fearless players wearing the beaming blue from Lakeview Middle School, Kori, Fischer! And in the revolutionary red from Southwest Middle School, Jam Master Russo! And in the pinnacle purple from Lake Brantley High School, Ellen Coatoam! Hello everyone, I'm Mike O'Malley. Welcome to the Extreme Arena, home of Nickelodeon Guts, the action sports show where kids live out their greatest sports fantasies. Today our players will be battling their way through 4 spectacular events, and after that they'll get a chance at tackling our radical rock, the aggro crag, where almost anything can happen. The player with the most points at the end of all of our events is the winner, and he or she will be able to take home a glowing piece of our awesome rock. Now remember, all of our events here on Guts are specifically designed with our players' safety in mind. They will be wearing safety equipment, and we'll have a professional stunt coordinator and stunt spotters with them at all times, so please do not try this at home. Now you're crashing the boards with David Robinson, Dennis Rodman, and Akeem Olajuwon. No way, you say? Well, in our new elastic event, Rebound, the Re is yours. A new elastic sports event here on Guts. Let's go to our referee, Moira Quirk, for the rules. Mo.
Hey, Mike. At the sound of my whistle, all 3 players will jump off their aerial bridges towards the center post. They'll have 7 chances to grab the rebound. The player with the most rebounds wins. Our players are getting in place, Mike. All right, so our players getting up on top on that elastic bridge, ready to go head-to-head in this competition. Looks like they're ready. On your mark, get set.
All right, and all our players going up for the rebound. Who's going to grab it? It looks like Purple. Purple going back with that one. That's Ellen Coatoam getting her claws into that basketball.
On your mark, get set.
All right, our players going back up and grabbing it again. It looks like red on that one. That's Jeff the Jam Master Russo bringing that one home. And we got another basketball in place, ready to go again.
Get set.
All right, down and up in there, sky and high today. Ladies and gentlemen, look at that one. It's Jeff bubbling out of that one and holding on to it. We got another basketball ready to go.
Get set.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, they're jumping up to 12 feet in the air, these players. And it looks like blue with another one. That's Kori.
On your mark, get set.
Oh, with her first one, I should say. What a competition we got going here today. Oh, and look how hotly contested that last event was. Woo. We got more players ready, more basketballs ready.
On your mark, get set.
All right, they're going up and in, hurling themselves against that basketball, and no one took that one home. We got another basketball in place. Our players did great competition here.
On your mark, get set.
All right, backing up. Hey, Patrick Ewan, you come on in and see what we can do here. I'll tell you, you want to see a rebound? That's Jeff the Jam Master bringing home another one. Let's go to Mo and find out our results. Mo.
In first place was Jeff in red with 3 rebounds, and tied in second place with 1 rebound each, Kori in blue and Ellen in purple.
All right, so all of our players taking home at least 1 rebound in this event here. As you see, Kori ripping that out of the jaws of our other players, out of the claws of our other players. What was it like going head-to-head against the other players in that competition?
It was tough trying to get the ball from all the other players. When you're bouncing up and down, it's really hard.
All right, let's check out where all of our players stand right now on the leaderboard. Mo!
Mike, first place in our events is worth 300 points. That goes to Jeff in red. And tied in second place with 200 points each, Kori in blue and Ellen in purple.
All right, and now it is time for a segment we like to call Spill Your Guts.
Kori Glory Fischer is a 14-year-old cheerleader. When Kori isn't cheering on the home team, she's competing in gymnastics meets. For Kori, guts equals being maniacal.
Our next event brings all the fury of nature to the Extreme Arena. It's called Tornado Run, a cross-country race through all sorts of terrain. And our players will make through rivers, and then after that, an earthquake, rocking the ground with full force. After that, they'll make a turn and then go through the jungle vines, and then make their final turn as they go through the swamp fog, a treacherous swamp fog, waiting to bog our players down. Who will survive to the finish? Let's go to Mo and kick this off.
Mike, at the sound of my whistle, all 3 players will race around the track. Players must go through or over every obstacle, and penalties will be added for any violations. First player over the finish line wins. Players, on your mark, get set.
And so they're off as they make it across the river. You see in the lead, that's Kori in the lead in blue, followed by Ellen and Jeff, and they're coming over the rock and earthquake. Oh, Ellen goes down. She takes a digger right there as they dive through the jungle vines. Up, all 3 of them at the same time, climbing the jungle vines, but over first it looks like Jeff jumping down. He needs flat out speed as he comes through the treacherous swamp fog, and then followed by Kori. And then in behind, it's Ellen just making it over the jungle vines and coming through the swamp fog. So let's go to Mo.
In first place was Jeff in red. In second place, Kori in blue. In third place, Ellen in purple.
All right, take a look at the replay right here as our blue player coming in right over the earthquake, rocking the ground. Oh, and purple takes a digger as blue continues to turn, and red, our red player taking it around the corner on that one, and then up through the jungle vines as both battling their way through the jungle vines and up and over as they came up and over. And we've got Kori right here. As then coming across the finish line right there was Jeff in first place and Kori in second place. We've got Kori right here. What was it like going head-to-head against everyone in that competition?
I was looking behind me the whole time to make sure where everybody was, and then it's hard going through on the rocks and everything. It's really tough.
But you did a good job. Let's go to Mo and check out where we stand on our leaderboard. Mo.
In first place right now is Jeff in red with 600 points. In second place, Kori in blue with 400 points. In third place, Ellen in purple with 300 points.
Head-to-head all day long. 3 players making it through a tornado. They're going to be hanging 10 in a moment, so you come back. Welcome back to Guts, the action sports show that asks, do you have it? Yeah! All right, our Extreme Arena getting ready for our next pool event, but right now it is time for Spill Your Guts.
Jeff Jam Master Russo is 14 years old. When Jeff isn't jamming hockey pucks into the opposing team's goal, he's building model cars. For the Jam Master, guts equals instant action.
All right, and surf is up for our next event, and we are about ready to hit the waves. It is called Hang 10, and our players are going to attach themselves to this bodyboard and then surf through this water. Let's go to our referee, Moira Quirk, for the rules.
Mike, each player will have 30 seconds to collect as many buoys as they can. Players must keep the buoys on their arms, and the player with the most buoys wins.
All right, so our players getting on the body surfing board and ready to go.
On your mark, get set.
All right, and that is Kori going into this event with 400 points. She's in second place, and as she battles those waves are up to 3 to 4 feet high. And you can see her holding on to those buoys. There's a shot of the wave ball that's creating that, transforming our Guts pool into a raging ocean. And some good work for Kori right here as she continues to pick up buoy after buoy, trying to hold on to the body surfing board. Oh, yeah. And so that's Kori right there. Let's go to Mo and find out the results.
Kori collected 8 buoys.
All right, so Kori trying to hold on to that surfboard while she was collecting those buoys takes incredible coordination to stay on the board, and not only that, continue with both of your hands to pick up those buoys and maneuver your way through the water. And so Jeff is stepping up next. He's stepping into this event, or should I say surfing into this event, with 600 points. Mo.
On your mark, get set.
All right, and so Jeff beginning his 30 seconds, seeing how many buoys, and he's blowing off that buoy right there on the right. That could come back to haunt him. He needs to pick up as many buoys as possible if he wants to hold on to his perfect score. There are buoys all throughout this ocean, folks. And with the waves knocking our players and the buoys from side to side, they are moving at a constant rate throughout that Guts pool. So, time running out on Jeff. All right, and Jeff looks like his arms were full of buoys. We'll go to Mo and find out just how many he got.
Jeff collected 6 buoys.
All right, so Jeff with 6 buoys, a nice finish for him in our Hang 10 event, staying on that board, and you can see is he getting dried off on that one. Ellen will be stepping up next. She goes into this event with 300 points. She needs a good, strong finish in our Hang 10 event, and it looks like she's ready to go.
On your mark, get set.
All right, folks. This isn't the day of the dolphin. It is the day of the Guts players and battling those waves. Our players giving Aquaman a run for his money, maneuvering and staying afloat as they paddle throughout the water, grabbing onto those buoys, and it looks like she's got 5 right now, folks. 10 seconds to get a few more. Looks like she's at about 6, but I'm not sure. No, actually looks like she has about 7, folks. She could be in the lead at this point. She's time running out on her. Will she get that last one? Oh, just reaching. And we'll have to go to Mo and find out what her results were. Mo.
Ellen did get it. She got 9 buoys. That puts her in 1st place. Kori in 2nd place. Jeff in 3rd place.
Well, the final reach for Ellen on that one, putting her in 1st place. And as she began to kick her way to a 1st place finish, rising to the challenge of getting 9 buoys, not just beating out Jeff on that event. And look as she comes in and getting a couple more with time running out, reaching around that wave fall and just filling her arms up with buoy after buoy. And we've got both our winner and our 2nd place finisher down by the pool. What did you think of that last event, Jeff?
It was pretty hard. Catching all those buoys and swimming to them, it was pretty challenging.
Now, what was it like with the waves inside the pool?
They were pushing against you. It was a lot harder than it was the first time.
Now, what did you find? Congratulations on your 1st place finish. Did you find it hard to maneuver and paddle yourself through those waves?
I really liked it a lot. I like to go to the beach and go in the water, so it was a lot of fun to go through that.
So your practice in the beach probably helping you here in this event?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go to Mo and check out where our players stand now. Mo.
In the lead still is Jeff in red with 700 points, and tied in 2nd place with 600 points each, Kori in blue and Ellen in purple.
Hey, folks, what more can you ask for? After 3 events, a race as tight as that. Now it's time for Spill Your Guts.
Ellen Cat Coatoam is an agile basketball player. When 14-year-old Cat isn't pouncing on the rebound, she's stalking boys. For Cat, guts equals no boundaries.
Well, we are ready to break the boundaries in our next event. Folks, right here on our arena floor, our players are ready to manhandle one of these things, a football, in our next event, which we call fumble. That's right, imagine Emmitt Smith running for a touchdown. He's hit, he fumbles. Who's gonna get to it first? Let's make it happen in this game. Let's go to Mo for the rules. Mo.
Mike, at the sound of my whistle, all 3 players will have 45 seconds to recover as many fumbles as possible. Players may grab more than 1 football at once, and only the footballs in each player's basket will be counted. The player with the most recoveries wins. Players, on your mark, get set.
A brand new Elastic Sports Fantasy coming alive here on Guts. You've seen a football field. When somebody fumbles, everyone has after it. The kicker, the quarterback, the defensive linemen, linebackers, running backs. Everyone's going for the football. Who's going to end up with the most as footballs continue raining down on all of our players? 25 seconds left, and you can see our players pushing one person out of the way. That elastic, as one person goes one way, the other player goes the other way. And our players are rolling all around in the field out here, aggressively attacking those footballs. Picking up, purple is out in front. They're trying to dig with their legs, get down to that turf and make it happen. Oh, folks. And so, Mo is getting the results from that event, and we will go and find out what they are. Mo.
Tied in 1st place, we have Jeff in red and Ellen in purple with 7 recoveries each. And in 3rd place, Kori in blue with 6 recoveries.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have had a fantastic competition in every single one of our events here today. And it just goes to show you our last event, fumble. Our players were going everywhere, getting after that football. You can see that red player right there going for it, picking it up. That's another fumble over his head, trying to throw it in the bucket. And these guys were everywhere in that last event. All of you right in the thick of it before we go into the aggro crag event. How did it feel to be running around with all that padding on?
It was hard. Diving for those balls and stuff. It was really hard.
Now, what is it like when you're trying to go in one direction and the other players are trying to pull you in a opposite direction?
It's very frustrating, like going for one ball and then all of a sudden being in the other side.
Did you find that it was difficult once you picked up the football to get it back into the basket?
Yeah, it was running and then getting the wind pulled right out of you was pretty hard.
Now, what about predicting where it would bounce?
I think that was the hardest because they ended up all over the place.
Football's just raining everywhere.
Yeah.
Looking forward to the aggro, Craig?
Yeah, I really am.
Definitely.
All right, so let's check out where we stand before we go into that mountain. Mo?
In the lead right now is Jeff in red with 1,000 points in second place, Ellen in purple with 900 points in third place, Kori in blue with 700 points.
That's right, folks. The crag coming up. You better stick around because it doesn't get much closer than this. We've got a competition like no other. Monster Crag, Monster Flash! Welcome back to Guts, where the Extreme Arena is getting ready for our next event, the Aggro Crag event. It has been an awesome competition here today. All of our players within striking distance of taking home the glowing rock. They're going to start off the Aggro Crag at Boulder Canyon. But before we get to the crag, let's go to Mo and check out our leaderboard standings. Mo.
In the lead after 4 events is Jeff in red with 1,000 points. With 900 points in second place, Ellen in purple, and in third place with 700 points, Kori in blue.
And what those leaderboard standings mean is it is anybody's game. And take a look at how they got to where they stand as Kori ripping back a rebound in our rebound elastic sports event. She took second place in that. And then our players coming across and Ellen falling right there on our tornado run event. And then Jeff taking the turn, I should say, as Jeff and Kori come barreling through the jungle vines. Ellen right behind them. Jeff climbing up over the second portion of our jungle vines with Kori and Ellen both at his heels, but he leaps over, doesn't climb down, just leaps right over, as does Kori. And Jeff comes right through our swamp fog and takes first place in that event. And then we go into Hang 10, where we look at Kori trying to stay on her board as the waves knock her from left to right, trying to keep her balance as she puts her 5th buoy on her right arm. And then Ellen, who came back and was putting buoys on both arms while paddling herself through those waves, while maneuvering herself around that wave ball. An excellent finish for her in this event. She took home first place in the Hang 10 event. And then Jeff, in our fumble event, was all over the ground, picking up footballs left and right, showing his tenacious behavior, tenacity like no other, and took home first place in our fumble event. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready for the Aggro Crag event. That's right, 26 feet high. Our players are going to climb that mountain, and they are going to encounter a lot of surprises on the way. Beginning at our 6-foot rock ledge starting line, Boulder Canyon, our players could trigger obstacles like water blasts, avalanches, snowstorms, loose ledges, rolling rocks, and smoke in their face all the way while they try to make their way to the top of that rock. Of course, the sound and fury of a living mountain is enough to get our players psyched up to climb that Aggro Crag. Let's go to Mo for the rules. Mo.
Players will start at the sound of my whistle. Each player has an identical side of the mountain to climb and may not cross into another player's path. Now, during their climb, our players must light up each of 8 targets located on their side of the crag. The first player to activate all of the targets, including the final one at the peak of the mountain, will receive first place points. Mike.
All right, so all of our players and the Extreme Arena waiting breathtaking event coming up right now, the Aggro Crag. Let me remind you that the points have skyrocketed in this event. Third place being worth 375 points. Second, 550. And first place, 725 points. This is anybody's game, folks. And as you can see, right now, the calm before the storm of the aggro crag. Let's start this off, Mo.
Players, on your mark, get set.
All right, and that whistle means thunder is about to begin as our players begin their ascent up the aggro crag. Who will get to the top of the crag first? It could mean they will take home a piece of that gold rock as red in front. The rocks come tumbling down in red, and then purple. Rocks coming down on purple, then on blue. It looks like our players are neck and neck. Jeff in red in front, purple right behind. Jeff in red in first, purple in second, and Kori in blue locking in third. What a finish. They got up to the top of that mountain in beautiful time. Great speed on that event. Covered in snow. Let's go to Mo for the results.
In first place on the aggro crag, Jeff in red. In second place, Ellen in purple. In third place, Kori in blue.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So Jeff making his way up the crag. Snow wasn't going to stop him. You could have had a blizzard of snow and smoke, but it was not going to stop him from getting up to the top of that crag first as he hit actuator after actuator, and then the rocks coming down on top of him did not stop him. He continued to climb. And here as you take a look at our shot from the top of the crag as Jeff comes in right in front of Ellen, taking first place points, 725 points. What a performance on that aggro crag. Let's go to Mo and find out our final leaderboard standings. Mo.
In third place today is Kori in blue with 1,075 points. In second place, Ellen in purple, 1,450 points. Our winner today, Jeff in red, 1,725 points.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, an incredible competition here today. As you take a look as Kori steps up, and she will get the bronze medal here today. A fierce competitor all day long, taking second place in our first three events. The silver medal going to Ellen. What a competitor herself, showing her definite water abilities in that hang 10 event. And the gold medal going to Jeff, our man of the hour. Our man with the power, our man with the feeling to climb up the aggro crag and get to the top of it first. And what that means is he gets a piece, his own piece of glowing aggro crag to bring home and to show everyone what the competition here on Guts is all about. I'm gonna step in here and ask him how the man feels. How do you feel?
Good.
What was it like going up? Was it what you expected climbing up that aggro crag?
No, it was a lot harder than I thought it would be. There was a lot of stuff coming at you.
How do you feel yourself, Ellen?
Great. I really liked it a lot. It was a lot of fun.
All right, good competition here today. No ifs, ands, or buts. These kids got guts. Do you have it?
All Guts players compete in Reebok athletic shoes, who reminds you that on Planet Reebok there are no boundaries.
Recorded in front of a live audience in Nickelodeon Studios at Universal Studios, Orlando, Florida.